ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome everyone to here today. Beautiful day here in Carthage, North Carolina. The Patty family, the Eder family would like to send out their warm, big, wide open arms and welcome everyone here today. We want to thank them so much for opening their place up and their collection up for everyone to enjoy today. It's quite a responsibility and a job to put up. They've been on like this. Believe me, I know. I'll do one back in Virginia. But we all pitch in and we all helped out. She has a great staff of volunteers that roll the sleeves up, fly thousands of miles in to help put on the display and help make this event happen. So with all that further ado, we'd like to thank everyone and all the volunteers that was a part of this. And speaking of a part of it, when first gentleman right here in this old truck, I have no idea what the hell it is because I'm not a truck man. I've milked cows all my life. But we're going to get an idea of what we got here. This is Mr. Kyle. If you have any problems with a tractor not starting or something's not right, you contact this gentleman right here. He will straighten it out. What we're driving here today, Kyle?
It's B. Kyle Jr.'s 1949 Corvette. Corvette trucks are made in Henderson, North Carolina.
Made right here in the Carolinas, huh? When did they go out of business?
Oh, I don't know the exact year.
Don't know. Quite a unique truck here, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all take a chance to look at it. Beautiful piece. What engine did they use? Continental gas motor. There you go. That's when here we have a group of Alice Chambers. Alice Chambers, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, was the first company to really develop the round baler. And here we got Alice Chambers CA 56 model. Your name, sir?
Curtis May.
From where?
Markton, North Carolina.
Fine tractor here. Got the work clothes on, ready to go to the field. Nice set of rubber you got there, sir. That stuff's not cheap anymore, is it? And I'm down saying here's a sidekick right here, running another AC Alice. And this is a 37 model?
Yeah, 37.
And your name, sir?
John Deere.
You know that fellow there?
Yeah.
Thank y'all for coming, sir. One of these tractors out in the field yesterday plowing. He was having the ball. Now this is the tractor, ladies and gentlemen, that I apparently have a special place in my heart. These tractors are way ahead of their time, were they not? These things run just smooth as silk, the inline 6-cylinder Oliver 77. Your name, sir?
Alvin McCartan, Lillington, North Carolina.
And what year is this tractor?
1949.
Beautiful piece you got here, sir. Nice. Oliver was way ahead of the game. Smooth run tractor. And John Deere was still able to compete with it. I don't get it. Then we got a young gentleman right here riding a 140 farm mode, 1960. Your name, sir?
Luke Windhagler from Wellington, North Carolina.
All right. What you been doing with this tractor today? You like parading it?
Yep.
Nice tractor. Thanks for coming, sir. This is what we love to see, the young generation. Get them away from them cell phones and them damn computers and put a wrench in the hand where they can play with a tractor. Oh yeah, farm auto sucked up a John Deere. We have a farm auto H, beautiful tractor, might I add. Very well done. Everything, let's see, everything is politically correct. Nice tractor. Your name, sir?
Darrell Elliott. I'm from Sanford, just right up the road here.
You driving a tractor here?
I hauled it here.
Back home we do a lot of tractor rides. I'm sure y'all do down here. Yes, sir. Beautiful piece. Now here's where this all starts right here, ladies and gentlemen. These little boys right here on these lawnmowers. I started out with a Maytag gas engine. These boys started out with a Cub Cadet. And there's a lot of collectors in the Cub Cadet, isn't it? Your name, sir?
Carly Elliott.
And you're from where?
Sanford.
You like going to these shows?
Yes, sir.
A whole lot better playing that damn phone, isn't it? There you go. What are you driving here? Oh, a 72 Cub Cadet E. No, it's a 72 180. Very nice. All original. Still running. Here's one that's gone through the shop, I dare say. There's a young man right here. He knows exactly what he's doing. The rich that pedal. Your name, sir?
Neighbor Holder.
Where are you from?
Raleigh.
Good. You been driving this tractor long?
No.
I didn't think so. Looks like you know what you're doing. Thanks for coming, sir. He's still got the original mower deck on it, a 38-inch mower deck. Look at there. Very well done. Here's a beautiful father and son team here. I got one of those, I do believe. Mine is a 230. This is the Super C. What was the difference between a 230 and a Super C?
From what I gathered, the Super C was pretty much the older version, and the 230 was the newer version, same horsepower something.
Yeah, they're pretty much the same thing, but just a later model. But I'll tell you one thing, mine pound for pound is the fullest little thing I've ever had in my life.
That's right. This thing, I use it quite a bit around the house.
And you're from where?
Locomotive, North Carolina.
Thank you for coming, sir. That boy been doing these things for the years to come. Beautiful farm cub cadet. They made a million of these things. They had all more established for these things. It looks like this thing is new paint.
Yes, sir. This year.
I thought I smelled it. What's your name?
Robert Barr. Millington, North Carolina.
The project you just completed this spring?
Sir?
The project you finished this spring?
Yes, sir.
Beautiful piece. Very well done. Put through the motor and everything, didn't you? A little bit. Nice piece. Thanks for coming. They also did a version of the Low Boy. And how are you, sir? And your name?
Charlie Humbleston. Johns Island, South Carolina.
South Carolina. There you go. I bet a little warmer down there this morning, wasn't it?
No, it's just as cold.
Oh, really? I think it's cold everywhere this morning. All right, here we have our first steam engine. And this is a very unique piece. Very rare. You don't see these anywhere but California. The best. It's called the best engine. It was manufactured out in California. And yes, it was the full run of the Caterpillar. The best. Went to also develop the track machine. This is basically a road locomotive, ladies and gentlemen. Will haul wagon loads of wheat and grain to the mills. And up in the northern area, basically haul the logs. Wagon loads of logs are down. And who we got upstairs? Fuck, God, it's up there. I can. I'm Matthew Horseman from Minnesota.
Andrew Nagstead from Pennsylvania.
Graham Williams from Columbus, Ohio.
All right, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, these boys fly in from everywhere. This is what I call the snowbird group here. They'll fly down there, but they'll migrate back in a few days, won't you? Very rare. The boiler is a vertical boiler. It's like you'll see. Horizontal, but this is a vertical. Very efficient on firing. Takes very little wood to get that thing going. Here for the sand, boys. What I mean by that, if you go back all the way to the back, you'll see these boys. You'll notice these blades are all nice and shiny. These boys have been working. They'll take 1 million barrels of dirt, shove it to one side, turn around, shove it back the other way. Here we run a Cat D7 with its winch on the back. And who we got operating this thing today?
Eli Christenberry from North Carolina.
Jonathan Davis from North Carolina.
North Carolina.
All right, y'all going to head out there and get busy? All right, get the hell on. We got time, but we got to get this job done. Love to see these boys out here. Here's another young fella. It's also a D7. This cable there. Racing blade up and down first early days before the hot rolling. Your name, sir?
Hayden Redding from Oxford, North Carolina.
You head back to the sand pile? All right, he's another one of those boys. They're going to get the dirt. Out there, I said these boys get side by side and push dirt one side of the field to the other. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, what we're seeing here is a full board. Basically, dirt road. This machine was right here to help us move the roads out. What you're seeing here is a Bromley oil pull. First off, I'll not stop you. I'll walk along behind you. Your name, sir?
I'm Mike McLean from North Dakota.
favorite company that you think of today was way back when. What you're seeing in the front is the radiator. This tractor has no transmission. The whole motor and everything slides up and back, goes in and out of gear. And she's a wife. This is an early one here. This is the old best. Then what we got here? Again, where you at? Oh, we got a best. What year? This truck has an overhead cam engine in it. Who we got driving today? Andy from Wisconsin. Another one in Wisconsin. You don't travel together, don't you? Another one of the volunteers that's come down to help put this thing on. Alright, we got old F, silly. Single saw, one piston. Probably is kind of a 10-inch piston in this thing with a 12-inch stroke, single cylinder, one big flywheel. You'll see something funny. Watch him start this thing. He'll actually put his foot in the spokes and flip it around. Your name, sir?
Gary from Minnesota.
Good. Thank you for coming, sir. Very, very rare tractor. Speaking of rare tractors, here comes another one. Gas engine boys. Fairbanks. Real dominant in the gas engine era, with a single cylinder gas engine era. So they decided to get in a competition with the tractors, and this was their version. Basically, all you're seeing here is the Fairbanks single cylinder gas engine on a tractor frame. And we got Jeff Nelson from Minnesota. Very nice tractor. The rear wheels and the stack of the boiler actually came out of a Reeves steam engine. And the front wheels and the engine and the exhaust and the spoke box doors and the water tanks are all off the Peerless. So out in the cold outside, he didn't have a shop big enough. He put this together, and it was quite a feat because they had to get all the gears and everything to line up the mesh. But here we have some volunteers up here on the water to get a bird's eye view of this old girl. You'll get to see this girl plowing this afternoon. Who we got?
Josh from Pennsylvania.
Oh, Josh is another one of the volunteers. I dare say he has spent a couple weeks down here, helping prepare to getting everything laid out, getting these things ready to go, because all these things got to be inspected, and we got to go into her with what the state of North Carolina requires for your safety. So Josh is one of those members that spends a lot of time here inspecting that. There, this is one of a kind. We have this one, I think it's about 12 horse. If you're familiar with steam engines, you notice the dome on this one is oblong. Most of the domes on the steam engine you'll see later on are round. The water level actually runs in the dome of this engine, so therefore he can go up and down hills, unlike some of the other engines here. Very unique design. And who we got on the helm?
Brad Kelly from Fredericksburg, Pennsylvania. Lyle Kelly from Mechanicsville, Pennsylvania.
All right, I'm not going to give you credit for press two. Thank y'all, gentlemen, for coming down and giving the people a great hand, a beautiful engine, one of a kind. You will never see another one like it. So they elevated the boiler on top of a frame and gave it the cab, so it gives it that locomotive look. Very unique design. They built a great boiler on these edges. This is what they call the 140, 120. The steering is totally different. It has a worm gear for the steering versus a chain that you will see this one behind. It is a 2-cylinder. It has a piston on both sides. And this also has a high and low gear in it, believe it or not. Here we got it at the head. All right. All right, here we got one of my favorites. Canadian built engine, Sawyer Massey. They were manufactured out of Canada. Now the little girl here, she's a 24 horse. I forget what the cylinder displacement is, but if you notice the steering, there's 2 chains that runs on the front axle. The stern's on a worm back there in the front firebox. You have 1 piston, these tanks on the side of carrying the water, tanks on the back of carrying the fuel. And you'll see this engine plowing in the field this afternoon. And this young gentleman spends many days down there working. Your name, sir? Tanner, all right, Tanner is one of the hardcore working folks here. That whole family spends numerous weeks here getting the boiler inspectors lined up, keeping them in place, making sure that all this goes down. They give Patty a tremendous hand. Hats off to the family. All right, here we have what's called a Huber. They'll look kind of backwards. What you're looking at is a return flue. And what I mean by that, if you notice, the stack is in the back, not in the front like these rest of them. The stack is in the back. The fire is all underneath of the boiler, comes up through the front, through the tubes on the back, and then up. So they call it a return flue. They're manufactured in Ohio, and I start saying this is a 16 horse. Who we got on the helm today?
Lane Ford out of Mount Pleasant, North Carolina. Just bird out of Lincoln, North Carolina.
These young gentlemen right here have been at it for all weekend long, getting dirty and grimy, and that's the prettiest engine to run because it's sometimes hard to see off. It's kind of backwards, but they've built a lot of these things. Those things deliver a lot of power. You want to hear something? They sound good in the build. Yeah, that's a Piercing whistle there. All right, here we got the rumbling, another one of the rumblings. You saw 2 of them earlier. This is a small one. They're saying it's probably about a 10-20. Who we got on the helm today?
Raja, York, Pennsylvania.
Oh, no, in Pennsylvania, guys. Thank you for coming down. He's been busy. There's a campground on and off tractors, steam engines, getting dirty. They've been wide open all weekend. All right, we're looking at an Altman Taylor. This is a 3060. What you're seeing in the front is not a boiler, but that's the radiator. A lot of the companies, Altman Taylor was a big manufacturer of steam engines. They saw the future was going to be in a combustion engine, so this was that version. It was very popular. They hit a home run with it and sold quite a few of these things. So the front is a radiator. You have a fan blowing through the boiler tubes. So that tank is full of water. You have a 4-cylinder horizontal engine, and the tires are pretty tall, so I can't get up there. And who we got on the helm today?
Thomas Erickson from Lake City, Florida.
Gary Erickson from White Springs, Florida.
All right, gentlemen, thank y'all for coming. Another one of the boys with a group of the volunteers that come here to give Patty a hand to getting this collection out together. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you're around here at the International Building, you saw this tractor sitting out on the display lot. This tractor belongs to the Eder family, and it's a 1206. A very nice piece. And what makes this tractor so unique? I noticed the stem on it is gold. Right. So you had a little time, had to give it a little ether to get it started this morning. Beautiful tractor, very well done. Belongs to the Eder family. The castings are they got the color castings. I forget what international The shade of colors they changed up on that particular year. Great piece. All right, this is a snowbird tractor here. The gentleman told me a lot yesterday. This is actually Alice Chandler. Do you know of anything?
The M7 Alice Chandler made 1944. They made 291 of them. They're very rare. There's pickup down pilots or full of patrol behind it in the snow and stuff like that.
And your name, sir?
My name's Chuck Mann.
And who we got back here?
Dan Beaver, and those are the skis, the things that look like fenders. You take the skis off, and they go on the inside of the wheels on another spindle. You don't have to take the front tires off. And at one time, there was probably a canvas top that went over it wherever they were used. We figure Alaska or Normandy, something like that.
Very rare piece, very unique, painted white so it blend in with the snow. Thank y'all for coming, gentlemen. Very rare piece. I like that one. Got an early division of the snowmobile. All right, the Case Manufacturing Company was very prominent in the steam engine era, and they also understood that the combustion engine was going to get into their business, so they had to develop their version of a gas tractor, and this is it. What you're seeing up here is the radiator. They also come down to a U-turn, try to pull air through these tubes for radiator. Every did the same design. The engine is a two-cylinder pose, piston going that way, piston going this way. And who we got in the helm today?
My name is Richard Orth. I'm from Cary, and I'm glad to be on the 2040 case.
I'm Mark Jaluppi. I'm from Groveport, Ohio. I'm one of the Ohio hillbillies. Glad to be helping Patty with the show.
All right, now still smell that gas. Oh, yeah. Those boys come down here and spend many days down there helping Patty get these tractors out of the run. This looks like it's going to be the end of